Well, hello everybody, it's Bug-Eater64 here once again. And as you can see behind me, we're going to be flying the UH1 HUEY. Now, going to be something, we're going to be in DCS of course, but I'm going to be on a multiplayer server that's called Rotorheads. And that's what we're going to be flying on. Now, in Rotorheads, which is a really kind of neat server, they're just like the name implies, these people love helicopters. And in order to get onto the main server per se and actually take part in combat missions, SAR missions, and so on, you have to pass some training. And they've got different training scenarios that you go through. Well, today I'm going to be on one training portion of the server because I've done some new control curves for my HOTAS, my Thrustmaster Warthog, and my old Thrustmaster anti-torque pedals, and I want to see how they work out. So this is just going to be no weapons, just a straight flight, just to check all the systems and make sure it's still working well and that I can still fly the helicopter competently. So we're going to be doing that flight and you'll get to see it, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the cockpit, and let's get ready to fly. Okay, so here we are. Now this is the Persian Gulf map, so we're going to see a lot of desert, but we've got the bird going here, getting all my switches set up, and we'll get her ready to go. What you'll see too is, okay, get that turned off, hang on just a minute. We'll get her started here. In the lower right hand corner you'll see my knee board. And on the knee board is going to have my route shown on the map. And I'm going to leave that up for a good portion of the flight so that you can see where we are in reference to the, since it's all desert and so on. And you can watch the track as I fly around this circuit. So, with that, of course, let's get our engine running. She's winding up nicely here, just as she should. As I said, this server is Rotorheads, and you can find it on the multiplayer server section of DCS World. Okay, she's looking pretty good. Like I said, we're just running her slick today, no guns. For me, it's just a fun test flight. Make sure the controls all working properly, my curves are set, and hopefully I've got them set up. We're going to add some RPMs here and we can check it out. And we got our knee board there. We are at Liwa Air Base. Madinat Zahid province area. Alright, let's check that. Okay, well. Not too bad. Have to make. We'll see how it continues here. Force trim seems to be working okay. We're about just inches off the deck right now. My radio altimeter is not even showing 1 foot. So let's stop here. Turn around. Yeah, I think we're going to have to make some minor adjustments here. I've got to have quite a bit of forward push on my stick, so I'm just going to land it right here and make some quick adjustments, and then we'll be on our way. Overall, everything's looking good right now. Okay. So we'll turn her around again. She seems to be handling quite nicely right now. So the curves seem to be working. And as you can see, we're about 5 feet off the ground. Do a little side slip here and then turn around and head out over the fence. Over the perimeter fence. Gain some altitude, get over these trees to begin with. And then down, keep her low. Okay, and you may see some lag, a bit of lag, and that is actually a problem in my editing processor. So, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but overall, I mean, the flight itself was very, very smooth. Very little lag. Okay, we are on our way. Going to keep her very low, just because I like flying very low, and it's in many ways safer. Makes it much more difficult for high-flying fast movers to pick me out, even for Sam. The real issue may be some ground fire if it's there, handheld anti-air rockets, things like that, but when we get into locations where that's kind of a hazard, I've usually got my door gunners and everything, and they take care of those threats. But she's handling very well. running right around 85 miles per hour, so she's doing well at the speed she likes. Okay, 29 feet off the ground. Ooh. Oh, scraped a little paint off the landing skids as we went over that building. Let's not do that again. Makes my crew chief really mad at me when he sees that I'm scraping my aircraft up against things. Especially when if I come home and I've got bushes or roofing materials on them. And as you can see, we're gonna go up here to an area just east of a pylon you can see on the kneeboard there, and we're gonna make a left turn and basically follow the road down. Major highway. So, but my force trim and the aircraft is just flying nicely. It's a lot of fun. So now we're going to make our turn towards the road. Now, if this was the Vegas map, I could fly right down this main road and actually go under some of the bridges that go over it. But here, they planted trees in the middle. They've got the light poles along the thing, and all that stuff is bad for rotor blades, which I've proven before on other flights. So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep her low. We're going to go past those big cranes they got set out here for some of the construction going on. Weather is absolutely beautiful out here. Unlike where I'm at in South Carolina on this fine day where we've got thunder and lightning and heavy rains. Such a wonderful Thursday to be flying. Okay, well, we are back at our location we started from. So we're going to come in here and find a place to park. This is the first time I've been on this air base, and so I don't really know the layout of it that well. So I'm going to come up here, we'll do a little hover taxiing and see if we can't find find our bearings and find a helicopter parking location. Whoops. Just released my force trim there, so we got a little wobble. No real issues. We're gonna go just sneak behind the aircraft parking hangar areas. And looking at the knee board, you can see what my flight track was. So, and I'm not the only, I guess you'd say, trainee that is on this portion of the server, and there's other things going on with the server as I'm doing the training. See, we've got a UH1 that's went down. They're requesting CSAR, and eventually after I finish my training and get certified, then I'll be doing things both SAR mission and CAS and transport. So up here on this pad to the left, there is helicopter parking. So I'm going to pull her up and we'll pull over and check it out. Come over to the left here. Don't need that knee board anymore, that's for sure. We got this big white H up here, and so that's where we're going to park. And we'll set her down right here. Okay, mission complete. We'll go ahead and get our fine little lady shut down and put to bed. Got absolutely no issues whatsoever. Okay, we'll let the rotor spool down and start shutting down systems. Alright, everything just about shut down. We'll shut the battery off. Well, okay, there you have it. The curves worked. Made a couple adjustments before we actually completed our first takeoff, and things worked very well. The new setup on the HOTAS and the controls is working just the way I like it, and it felt really good, and it was a very successful flight, as you saw. I like to fly, especially in the Huey. We like to keep it relatively low level, and there's reasons for that, because it helps me to hide from fast-moving enemy aircraft as well as some other helicopters, and it makes it simple for me to transport troops into an area and to bring them out when necessary, or even do SAR missions to get downed pilots and rescue them when necessary. So everything went well. I sure hope you enjoyed the flight. I had a lot of fun flying it. The helicopter felt very good, and I appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, this is Bug Eater 64, and we will see you in the skies. Hope you're safe and doing well, and as always, safe flying.